Section 26 of Little Masterpieces of American Wit and Humor, Volume 2. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Melvin Lee. Little Masterpieces of American Wit and Humor, Volume 2, Section 26, Behold the Deeds, by Henry Cuyler Bunner. I would that all men my hard case might know, how grievously I suffer for no sin. I, Adolph Culpeper Ferguson, for lo, I of my landlady am locked in, for being short on this sad Saturday, nor having shekels of silver wherewith to pay. She is turned and is departed with my key. Wherefore, not even as other boarders free, I sing, as prisoners to their dungeon stones, when for 10 days they expiate a spree. Behold the deeds that are done of Mrs. Jones. 1 night and 1 day have I wept my woe, nor wot I when the morrow doth begin, if I shall have to write to Briggs and Company, to pray them to advance the requisite 10 for ransom of their salesman, that he may go forth as other boarders go alway, as those I hear now flocking from their tea, led by the daughter of my landlady, Piano Ward. This day for all my moans, dry bread and water have been served me. Behold the deeds that are done of Mrs. Jones. Miss Amabel Jones is musical, and so the heart of the young he boarder doth win, playing the Maiden's Prayer adagio, that fetcheth him, as fetcheth the Banco skin, the innocent rustic. For my part I pray, that Badrzewska maid may wait for aye, ere sits she with a lover, as did we once sit together, Amabel. Can it be that all that arduous wooing not atones for Saturday's shortness of trade dollars 3? Behold the deeds that are done of Mrs. Jones. Yea, she forgets the arm was wont to go round her waist. She wears a buckle whose pin galleth the crook of the young man's elbow. I forget not, for I that youth have been. Smith was aforetime the Lothario gay, yet once I mind me Smith was forced to stay close in his room. Not calm as I was he, but his noise brought no pleasance verily. Small ease he gat of playing on the bones, or hammering on his stovepipe that I see. Behold the deeds that are done of Mrs. Jones. Thou, for whose fear the figurative crow I eat, accursed be thou and all thy kin. Thee will I show up, yea, up will I show thy too thick buckwheats, and thy tea too thin. Aye, here I dare thee, ready for the fray. Thou dost not keep a first-class house, I say. It does not with advertisements agree. Thou lodgest a Briton with a puggaree, and thou hast harbored Jacobses and Cohens and a Mulligan. Thus denounce I thee. Behold the deeds that are done of Mrs. Jones. Envoy. Boarders, the worst I have not told ye. She hath stolen my trousers, that I may not flee privily by the window. Hence these groans. There is no fleeing in a robe de nuit. Behold the deeds that are done of Mrs. Jones. Secretary Chase was not originally a profane man. He learned how to swear after he went into Lincoln's cabinet. One day after he had delivered himself vigorously, Lincoln said to him, "Mr. Chase, are you an Episcopalian?" "Why do you ask?" was a somewhat surprised counter-question. "Oh, just out of curiosity," replied Lincoln. "Seward is an Episcopalian, and I had noticed that you and he swore in much the same manner." Family physician. "Well, I congratulate you." Patient excitedly. "I will recover?" Family physician. "Not exactly. But, well, after consultation we find that your disease is entirely novel. and if the autopsy should demonstrate that fact, we have decided to name it after you. End section 26.